What is going on, everybody? We are back with another video of the Lincoln Town Car. And don't rip me apart in the comments. I know that she is dirty right now. We don't even got any tire shine on the tires, but the weather here has been really bipolar, really sporadic, so I've been holding off on getting this thing cleaned up. And as you could probably hear behind me, I got all these trees and there are these cicadas. I did a little YouTube short of it recently, but these things are loud, man. There's a ton of them. They're loud, so that buzzing almost sounds like a rattlesnake. That is cicadas in the trees behind me. So I got a really loud mouth though, so I'm hoping I can talk loud enough to the point where you guys aren't distracted by that. So those of you that have been subscribed to me and been following my page, you know I have done a ton of videos on this car, whether it's DIY videos for oil change or just other things, 5 things I love, 5 things I hate, so on and so forth. There's a ton of videos I've done on this Lincoln Town Car, but as I was thinking about it, I never really just did like a just straight up review of the car. And I know you guys have seen a ton of this car, but I figured why not just go through a video, just kind of slowly going through and showing everything about the car, the ins and outs, and not really so much me blabbering like I always do, but just kind of a video so you guys could, you know, take it all in and check the car out and see what it looks like. I mean, there might be some of you that are just in the market for a used car. You're looking at buying one of these and you just kind of want to see it for what it is. So I figured, why not go ahead and do a video on it? So what you're looking at here, this is a 2004 Lincoln Town Car Ultimate. And for the year of 2004, the Ultimate was the highest trim. Now they do make a Lincoln Town Car L, which stands for the longer wheelbase car. It's a little bit longer than this. But this one that you are looking at here is just the standard Lincoln Town Car. Like I said, for the year, for 2004, the Ultimate was the highest trim level. This one basically has every option except for a moonroof or sunroof. I don't know what that was about. I think maybe back then that was a standalone option, and this one just didn't come with it. I don't really mind because I don't really use my sunroof like that even when I did have them in previous vehicles. But in case you were wondering, yes, they do come with a sunroof or moonroof. You just got to find them. Now the paint color on this specific one is a cashmere tri-coat. That's why you see it kind of has like a sparkle in it with the sun hitting it. And that was an add-on option that was a little bit more expensive back in the day. But it really looks nice on this car. It's almost like a creamish color with a sparkle in it. So let's just kind of talk about what we got going on here. So as you can see, the rear end of the car, pretty basic. I mean, you know, it's just a Lincoln Town Car, just a classic car. And this one is all stock. So everything you see on this car is how it came from the factory. So you got your Lincoln logo up top, a little bit of trim right there. Those 2 lights on the side are your reverse lights. Got your plate. You see those backup sensors on the back. This one does have reverse sensors. So when you're backing up and you get close to something, it will kind of yell at you and let you know. You see the chrome trim on the bumper there. Letting you know this is the Ultimate. On those door handles. The windows on this one are tinted. When I first bought the car, it had no, when I first bought the car, it had no tint on the windows. So I got that done. These here are the stock wheels. These are 17-inch wheels that Lincoln put on these cars. This is one style Depending on which year, you know, model you get, there could be different style of wheels. But this is actually my favorite style out of the ones that came with the car back then. Like I said, believe it or not, these are white wall tires. I know they don't look like it right now because she is dirty, as you can see. I'm just gonna kind of show you guys around so you can just take a look. This chrome piece on the bottom right here, that's aftermarket from my knowledge. That was put on by the previous owner. They did not come from the factory like that, from my knowledge. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments, but I believe that is just an aftermarket little touch, like almost like an adhesive little bling that they put on to give it a little bit more shine. In the front end, you see the grill there, nice little hood ornament. And these are the stock headlights. They did come also with HID headlights. This model does not have those. This is just the regular headlights. But yeah, some of them did come option with the HIDs, which obviously was a upgrade, a pricier option. Here's a shot at those wheels again. On my specific car, I did go ahead and get these refinished. The aluminum, it's like like a aluminum finish on there, and over time, you know, at the end of the day, it is a 20-year-old car. It actually started peeling on the inside in these crevices, these cavities, and I don't know, it just got to the point where I figured it'd be better off just to get them refinished, just because that peeling obviously is not the most attractive thing, and it was making kind of sounds. You know, those of you that have been following along with the videos, you know what I'm talking about. I showed you guys it before, but yeah, I'm super happy with the way the refinished wheels turned out, and they're nice. I don't got to worry about anything peeling or anything like that. They've been holding up great. Just a shot there of the front. They do have this keypad entry. I personally have never used it, but I do have all the original paperwork with the car that came with the code for that, and if you want to use it, I guess it wouldn't be a bad option. I just never seen personally the need to use it. And while we are out here, let me go ahead and hit the trunk for you guys. So, one of the things that everybody praises these cars for, as you can see, I just got random sporadic stuff, but they always praise it for the trunk space. You can see it's deep as well, and it has like a ledge right there, so it's real nice. You got the spare tire tucked to the side right here, and this one does have the automatic close on the trunk too, so just with a click of the key fob, and that trunk's gonna come all the way down. Oop. And it seals back the way it should. Moving on to the inside, so you guys can get a look here. So you got some wood grain trim there on the door. You also got the strap here, which honestly took a little bit of getting used to, for me at least. Typically on cars, you know, there's like a cutout or something right here where you could grab it to close the door behind you. Lincoln, with these straps, they were doing it a little different way, a little bougie way, and they're nice, but you got to watch with age. These straps do tend to break over time, so it's just something to be mindful of. You can't really be too rough with them. I talked about this before in previous videos. It's a little storage thing. I never use it personally. It is pretty deep though. It goes pretty deep into the door, but yeah, it's like a little cool feature they thought that they would add, but personally, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've expressed that to you guys in videos in the past, but just something to note. Storage thing down here. Of course, you have storage in the door. And as you can see, kind of like how Mercedes does it on their cars, you have the seat adjustment as well as memory settings for the seats. 1 and 2 modes you could have. You got heated seats, 2 levels of heating for the leather heated seats. And your switches there, your mirror adjustment, automatic mirror adjustment. And nice Lincoln written right there. The Lincoln mats. Over here I didn't mention, this is for your trunk. Pop your trunk and close your trunk. And that is also for the fuel door. Button right there to open up your fuel door. Just give you guys a shot of this before I climb in so you can see. And just real quick before I get in the front, let me show you the back. A similar style to the front. Got the wood grain, the straps again. No little storage cubby on this one. Just blank. Little bit of storage down there. Plush seats. Those of you looking, you're like, oh, it doesn't look like there's too much room. This is with my seat all the way back, my driver's seat. So keep that in mind. Yeah, that is with my driver's seat all the way back. And still a good amount of leg room. You got your little vents down there. Pop this down. You got 2 cup holders. There is no pass-through through the seats from the trunk. So I had someone actually ask me about that before watching one of my videos. There is no pass-through, as well as these seats are not like 60-40 split. They do not fold down, from my knowledge at least. I'm pretty positive they do not fold down. Typical little mat pocket. If we climb in here, just to give you guys a better look, you got your Lincoln steering wheel, regular gauge there, no tachometer on this car. They did end up, this body style ran from 2003 to 2011, and they did end up kind of changing around the steering wheel a bit, as well as the cluster right here and the gauge cluster. But for my year, for this 2004, this is what you got. So starting over here, you got your headlight switches. You do have automatic headlights. Your brightness for your gauges, traction control. This is also a pedal adjuster, so you can bring it closer to you, the pedals closer to you if you need to, which I'm sure was a great feature for some of the vertically challenged people. Bring the pedals closer. Just start this up so you guys can get a look here. So I keep mine here, as you can see, distance to empty, but you could always change that to your average speed, trip, A, B, regular speed, your fuel economy, so on and so forth. We got some controls here, cruise control, and then you actually have radio controls, you know, your volume, as well as for your AC. You could adjust fan speed and the temperature and do all of that right from the steering wheel, which is kind of cool. But just your typical stuff. Vanity mirror. Dome lights. You do have a garage home link for this car, so you don't need a garage door opener. You could set it up just through the buttons here. as well as your compass. Real nice though, wood grain throughout on the dash. Come down here. Old school, you got the lighter in the car, ashtrays, of course. And that right there is just for my Bluetooth on my car, just a little aftermarket thing I did for the music. Armrest here, it opens both ways. You could pop it open like that or from this side. And it also folds up so that you could basically have this just be a straight up bench seat all the way across with nothing in between if you wanted to. And yeah, super quiet if I shut the door for you. Very quiet, very nice, very smooth. And yeah, nice little touch too. In the seats in the front and in the rear, you got the Lincoln logo kind of stitched in there. Nothing crazy going on with the radio, obviously. You know, 20-year-old car, 2004, no Bluetooth stock or anything like that. You know, there is replacements for these head units though. I have seen people do aftermarket options with like a touch screen and stuff. I don't know if I'll ever get around to doing that. I don't really mind as long as I got my Bluetooth and I could play some music off my phone. It doesn't really bother me too much. You got your cup holders hidden down here. They kind of fold up, blend into the front of the seat, as well as, I believe this is for the lumbar support. So, yeah. So I totally just realized that earlier I actually forgot to do like a little closing out video, closing out part at least of the video. So yeah, this is a little later in the day, but yeah, I just want to do basically a video showing you guys everything. And just, I know it's a slower video, kind of maybe boring to some people, but there's plenty of videos about these cars online where people are kind of just rushing through stuff, and I just want to kind of slow it down and just carefully go over a couple things here and there and let you guys really see the car for what it is and how everything is. So, but yeah, that's going to conclude the video. If you guys are interested in more Lincoln Town Car content, like I said, feel free to check out my channel. I have tons of videos regarding this same car and DIY videos as well, just other cool things that I've done since about the last year I've owned it. But that's going to conclude today's video. As always, we will see you guys on the next one. Peace!